So today I'm going to be making this little project, lots of pockets and little tags, a one-page wonder made from a book page of a book that I thrifted. But before we do that, I'm going to show you some other stuff that I've purchased while I've been away. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to the channel, or welcome back to the channel. This is Crafting from the Broom Closet and my name is Hen. And today we're going to look at some treasures I've picked up on the way. I say treasures, some cheap things, some free things, some awesome things. I'm going to start with the things I've bought from normal shops. I say normal shops. First one is from Temu, and it's this book called Letters for My Dear. The cover is awesome, but inside the pages are even better. They're a little bit smaller, size of my hand, than I was thinking of. These are sort of A6, I believe, yeah, A6. But some really cool pages in here. And they can be used as journal pages, journaling spots, whatever you want to use them for. But there are some really cool pages. I'm not going to spend too much time on each thing because there's a lot to get through. And at the end of this video, I want to make something out of one of the things. But these are really cool. Wild variety, all in the sort of dark, randy colours. But yeah, well, that's lovely. Look, Haunted Castle. But yeah, so I'm going to be making stuff out of this at some point in the future, not quite now. I don't remember the price of this, but I will put it up on the screen for you. See what it cost me, but if it's changed price, I'll put up the current price for it. But that was quite cool. And then I picked up some of these. I picked these up back in March. No? Was Mother's Day March? Yeah, March or May. I can't remember now. And I've had them for a while. They're called Letters from My Mum. And they're actual journals. We've got some lovely papers in them. There's also, like, you know, special papers. But there's also, like, a little envelope there. So, a little pocket. I thought they were cool, and they were reduced down to 50p after Mother's Day. So I picked up a few of them. What else did I get? Sorry, my throat is so dry. I have to apologise for being away for so long. Numerous things. If you've checked out my post, I became a grandmother again 4 weeks ago. So that's one of the things. Heat. I get grumpy in the heat, and it's been extremely hot in the UK lately. And as a result, I just haven't felt like recording a video. I've done some crafting. I made lots of cards from the previous video where I showed you all the wallpaper. Made loads of cards from that. But I haven't really felt like putting a camera on. So that's why I've been away. Right, so these I actually picked up for free. And these were, my local Tesco's has I say free, donation. I gave a donation. So my local Tesco has a box where they're full of books and you can donate some money. I just love the covers. They're in really, really good condition. Obviously the pages are yellow because they're timed. And I'm thinking about making these into boxes just because I really love the covers. So I would cut out the actual pages and turn it into a box that you can open the lid of. That's what I'm thinking about making these into. But even in these, there's some really nice illustrations inside here as well, she says. I mean, I don't know. Don't know what's going on there, but there's some quite nice illustrations. There's a lovely badger one there. I think that's pretty awesome. So yeah, more badgers. So yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing with these, is actually, rather than making them into journals, take the pages out, use them elsewhere, and making them into boxes, because I think the covers are just beautiful as they are. So that's what I'm thinking about doing with them. So they cost me a few pence, because like I said, it's a donation box. Now we're moving on to charity shop finds. We'll start off with this one. This was in the free box that's outside one of my local community shops. And it's just cross-stitch book. I may even try doing some of the cross-stitch. Probably not. But I just thought, you know, these are pretty cool pages that could be used as journal pages. That's what I was thinking anyway. Now I could cut these out and make them into journal cards. And some full pictures, look. I just thought this was cool. So that was free. We get on to the slightly more expensive things, i.e. not free. I picked up this pad. It is a National Geographic desk pad. And I think it probably, I don't know, I think it was £1. But I just thought, oh, it says £2 up there. So maybe it was £2. Maybe it was £2. But yeah, so I just thought that was pretty cool. If I was doing a traveller journal, I'd make a good page in a traveller's journal. So yeah, so that's that. Now these two, I can't remember how much I paid for them. Probably £2.50. Because I think this was before my local community shop has shut down. Apparently they felt like it was not earning them enough money, so they just shut it down, which is, you know, sad. But I think these were £2, or they could have come out. I don't know where I got them from. I know where I got the last three from, which I'll show you in a minute. But I would say these were £2.50. But this one is a gardening book, but it's got illustrations in it. Beautiful illustrations. So, yeah, a lot of gardening information as well. There's some really pretty illustrations that will make nice journaling spots and stuff. And then you've got full pages, you know. But yeah, so that's that. As I said, I'm not going to spend too much time. See, this is lovely. You can make a nice pocket with that, couldn't you? So, yes, there's that one. And then we've got British Wildlife, a month-to-month, by-month guide. And again, this has got some really nice illustrations. Real photos, but also illustrations. So, lots of real photos, but also lots of real nice illustrations, like the butterfly there. Owls, they're cute. I like owls. Owls represent wisdom to me. So yeah, so I've got that one. Now we get on to my favourite ones. So as I said, the local community shop, charity shop, whatever you want to call it, decided it was closing, and as a result, they were selling everything at half price. So the books that were normally £2.50 were down to £1.25, and that's where I got these. Dictionary of Sea Painters. Oh, so big I can't open it. I've got it upside down. Has the cover flipped up? No. That picture, that painting's definitely upside down. Weird. There's an upside down painting on the cover. Oh, I wonder if it's worth more because it's printed wrong. But yeah, so there's loads of beautiful illustrations of boats and stuff in here. Right. But I just thought that was really nice. Again, if you're doing a travel journal, this could make some really nice pages for a travel journal. But yeah, so there's that one. My pile's getting high over this side. Then we have a dictionary of British equestrian artists. This is all horses. So like I get some beautiful artwork in here. So if you're into horses, this is the book for you. But even this, I mean, that would make a lovely, sorry, you can't see. These make lovely, like, things in a Christmas journal because they're horses in the snow, you know. But yeah, some fabulous artwork in here. And some of it looks like photographs. It's that good, you know. Very talented artists. Oh, what's that one? Oh, cool. Yeah, so that's that. But I'm now going to get on to my favourite one. And not everyone will like this one, because some people are fed up with mushrooms. But it is the Illustrated Book of Mushrooms and Fungi. And this is so awesome. So like I said, £1.25 I paid for this, and worth every penny and more. And you've got basic diagrams like this, you know. And then we move on to, this is the pictorial section. So this is where all your diagrams are. And they are in colour and they are awesome. So yeah, how beautiful. So if you're into your mushrooms, you'll love this book. If you don't like them, you'll hate it. But this is the one I'm thinking about making a project out of at the end. And I'm going to see if I can, is it stitched in? Oh, I think so. I'll see if I can find a centre of, oh look, oh there's the centre. So pull out a centre and then make a one-page wonder. Let's have a look, see if I can do it. I don't really want to tear it though. I might have to cut them because I don't really want to tear the pages. But yeah, so I'm going to think about making a one-page wonder. I don't know if I want that anyway. I might want something. Oh, look at that. How pretty are they? Green mushrooms. Yellow mushrooms. But yeah, so, I mean, yeah, if you're a mushroom fan, this is the book for you. If you can find it, buy it, because it is just awesome. Just lots and lots of coloured illustrations of mushrooms. And let's have a look at the dates of it. Because if it's out of copyright, I might be able to scan some pictures for you. No, copyright 1983, but this was printed in 1988. So definitely not out of copyright. Didn't think it would be. But yeah, such a cool book. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get a page out of this. I'm going to make a project out of it. But the last thing I want to show you that I think was one of the best purchases of crafting tools was this. It's a guillotine type chopper. I've been using, let's see if I can find it. absolutely filthy, but I've been using a cheap thing like this. My scoreboard is very similar. These blades get blunt so quickly, and then you don't know what size blade to replace them with, because you can replace them, but there's so many choices and you don't know which one's going to fit. So yeah, so I've upgraded from that to this. I believe it was $14.99 on Amazon, but I'll put the correct price up there just in case I'm wrong. But this is pretty awesome to chop with. Sometimes something I can chop. Just a scrap piece of paper there. So these are just little things that hold it down while you're chopping. I think that you can buff it up again. So if I wanted it to be 9 inches, I would place that at the 9-inch mark, like so. Lift my guillotine up, put whatever I am in up there against that 9-inch. This is for holding it down. I recommend you use this if you get this, because otherwise, as you push it down, the paper does crease. Why did I say 9 inches? That's 4 inches, 9 centimetres. Very confused. So let me just show you how it works if you don't put that down. Put a long length in. If I don't put that down, see how the paper sort of scrunches up. I don't know if you can see that actually. Let's do it again here. It slides and you don't end up with a straight edge. Didn't work too bad on that, but so that's why I recommend you have this, or at least hold your hand there. But if you hold your hand there, you've then got a problem of you might have it too far and chop your finger off. So use the guide, the guard even. So yeah, this is I think this is an awesome investment as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I'm gonna flip things over a bit and be right back and make a project. And I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to make it up as I go along. Okay, so I changed my mind. I'm going to use this book instead. I looked through the mushroom one, and I just think the pages are much better designed as whole pages, or for me to cut out the mushrooms. So I've taken a page out of this one. I have picked this page. Like I said, we can have a play around, see what happens. So it is a centre page. Obviously that page is all writing. This is pictures and stuff. I'm just going to play. I don't know what I'm doing yet. What I'm going to do is cut straight down the middle though. I know for definite, is where I'm starting. So, just line that up along the edge like so. That's it. Get my cutting guard. There we go. So start with that. Obviously that picture is not existing. What I'm thinking about doing is chopping off the top and bottom. Let's just take, what should I do? Take off, is that 4 centimetres? 4 centimetres from there. Yeah, 4. I'm going to do it the other way around. I'm just going to see what it is. I'll work out what it measures out to be. I'm going to just chop off this excess white that I really don't want. Oh, a bit more. So it's leaving me 21 centimetres. No, not 21. That's too much. So take it down to 22 centimetres. Okay. Obviously, you ain't got this book. You might have. Have a look. If you've got it, awesome. If you haven't, fine. So that's now 22 centimetres. I'm going to take this one down from the bottom. So I'm getting rid of all this excess here. So 22 centimetres. I'm just going to lose that little flower there. Let's line that up properly. There we go. Oh. Turn it over. I want that straight edge. This isn't a straight edge. So 22 centimetres. There we go. Okay. So then now it should be the same height. And they're not. How did I manage that? Oh, they are. I'm just going to take off this edge here where I didn't cut particularly well. Just that sliver off there. Better. Still not perfect, but better than it was. So it should be the same size now. Yeah, near enough. What I might actually do, I might take some more off this. Let's take it down. Let's take it down to 20 centimetres. There we go. 19 centimetres. 19 centimetres. Trimming off that white. Trimming off that white. And trim that. So if we take this one down to 19 centimetres. I think I need to take it a little bit from the bottom here. Yeah. A little bit from the bottom there. So I'll take that down to... So I'm going to have a big white at the top there. I might put a pocket over here. No, 20 centimetres. We'll take it from there. Because I don't want to lose this. We'll take that down to 20 centimetres. Was it 20 or 19? I forgot now. 19 I took it down to, didn't I? Yes, 19. See? Silly me. I'm getting rid of that. There we go. How much prettier is that? Absolutely pretty. Right. And what we're going to do is I'm going to fold it. Am I going to fold it? I have no idea what I'm doing. The original plan that I was going with, I would cut that in half. So what are we? Oh no, to go that way. So 19 divided by 2 be 8.5. 8.5. No, that's 16. 17. 9.5. So we'll cut in half. See what happens. See what happens. Hopefully I'm not ruining it. And that wasn't enough. Never mind. I can still work with it. I can definitely still work with it. 19 divided by 2. 9.5. Oh, hang on. Yeah, 9.5. I was right. Did I move? Did I not measure right? 9.5 should be 19 divided by 2. Well, there in half. I just didn't measure that one right. Okay, cool. Pretty, pretty. Boring, boring. Pretty, 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 confused. Confused. Okay, awesome. Right, let's move you out of the way. I'm not going to do any more cutting. Move you out of the way as well. I might use that to cover up that blank space there. I don't know yet. We'll see. Right. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is all of these are going to get folded in half, like so. Not measuring here. Just hoping for the best. Corner to corner. Fold. Corner to corner. Fold. Corner to corner. Fold. And corner to corner. Fold. Okay. So, what we are going to do is make a concertina. But what I need to do is join them at the back. Okay. So, back those two on. And then what we'll do is we'll glue that one under there. Like so. What do I want as the front? Put that as the front. That as the front. That as the front. This will work. Yes. I know what I'm doing. I'm making it up as I go along. I'm sorry, people, I'm making it up as I go along. Yep. Cool. Got it. Right. So I'm going to glue this one to here, but we're going to turn it into a pocket. You'll have to ignore the fact that I haven't cut them the same size because I don't know how I managed to do that, but it's fine. So this is going to become a pocket. This will be a pocket behind here too. We'll have 3 pockets like so. Let's see what the back would be. Yeah, okay, cool. Right. I may need to change the fold slightly for this to work. So I want that in there. That'll be the front. That folds in like that. So I do need to trim that down ever so slightly. I'm just going to use this blade. I just want to take a sliver off. Like so. So that'll go in there. And then that should then fold into there. Yep. And it should also which one do I want to lose? No, it's this one goes next. That'll go in there. So I need to trim a bit off there as well. Off that side as well. Just a sliver. Like so. And that one will go on there. And I'll try to take a sliver off here as well. There we go. Where's my glue? There's my glue. Let's put it together and see what happens. So I'm going to put glue around here, here and here. Just not on the top. I haven't used this glue for a long time, so hopefully it works. So, yeah, that side first. Well, what I will do is I'll glue down the fold because I want it attached on both sides anyway. So I'll glue down that fold. I'll go across the bottom. Oh, way too much there. There's my finger. Across the bottom, up the side. Didn't want to go that wide. That's where I could do with my little tiny bottle. Okay. I'm just going to do it all in one go because otherwise it's going to be awkward. So across that bottom as well and up that side. Okay. So place that one in there. Make sure it's not all the way up to the fold. So we can fold it down. Yep. Fold that over. And we'll place this one on. Which way? That way. Like so. So we'll put that one on there. Up to there. That should now fold in. Yep. Cool. And then the last one will go on here, like so. Oh, which way do which side do I like best? That side? Yeah, that side. So I'll put that one on there. Again, across the bottom. And up the top there. Oh, I need some glue on that side as well, don't I? What I should have done is I should have cut out some little notches, but it's fine. I'm just going to leave that to dry. And I'll be right back. Okay, I think it's dry enough now. So, what we do is we fold it in, we fold it in, we fold it that way and that way. So you might want to manipulate things so they're neat. Because, you know, once you start moving things about, they sort of go all skew with. So let's try and get that straighter. Yeah, that's fine like that. Right, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to trim a little bit off of the top to try and even everything out to be the same height. So we know that this is the shortest one here. So I turn that all over, get my trimmer out. We're just going to take off that top bit and make them all at the same height, just to make it a little bit neater. With this trimmer, it will cut through all of them pages at the same time, which is awesome. Like so. There we go. So just trimmed off that amount there. Now it's all the same height. And we have, well, it's not all the same height. Still not the same height. Try again. Is it the fold? No, it's not the fold. That is definitely the paper that's a different height. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, so my phone died. Apologies about that. I've trimmed it off. It's all a lot neater, as you can see. I am going to make a notch, and I'm going to do that by drawing around this circle. I don't have a circle punch. I have them in my basket, and I will eventually buy some. I'm just going to draw around this circle. I'm going to make a notch, and I'm going to do all 3 layers at the same time. Can I see that? Just about, I think. No, I can't. Let's get something that will show up better. Try again. Hopefully this will show up better. So I'm doing it on the inside because I don't want it too big. Yeah, I can roughly see that. I'm gonna cut around with my scissors. It doesn't have to be perfect. In fact, this is not even going to be well drawn. I don't think. There we go. That's awful. Look at that. That's absolutely awful. Let's try and make that more of a circle. Or not. That'll do. That'll do. Not perfect, but it'll do. So now all pockets have got a notch. And now I need something to fill them with. So what I'm going to do is, there's another page from the book. If I can find where I've put it. That I've already pulled out, I think. Yes, there we go. And it's got these lovely perfect card-shaped images. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut some of them out. I need 3 altogether. So let's cut along here. I'm not too worried about it being straight because I'm going to trim them out. I'll get my trimmer out in a minute and do that. On the back, it's just that. What I will do is I will get, where's my paper? I'm going to use this. So this was ages ago. I did some messing about with some paints and stuff and made some pretty papers. I'm going to back it onto that. Okay. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue. Glue stick would work for this, but unfortunately I have run out of glue sticks, so I'm just going to use this. I'm going to use a bit of the off-cut of paper that I cut off to spread it. There you go. Nice and neat like that. Oh, put it on straight. There we go. And that, what we can do now is we can trim them up. If you get like excess glue like this, it will just rub off. And take it down to there. Oh, do you know what I forgot? I forgot the guard. Remember to tell you about the guard? Okay. Put that down to there. Oh, further down. Yep, that's perfect. Just trim off that edge there. Trim off that edge there. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Let's bring it over a bit more. Better. I'm gonna go and separate them all. Just make sure it's about halfway between. Close enough. Right, what I'm going to do, because I want them to look like fancy tags, let me just trim off the paper that I don't need first. There we go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get something round to draw out. Make sure it's in the middle. That's not small enough. Let me see if I can find a smaller circle. Oh, here we go. So, a glue stick circle there. Try and make it central. I'm just going halfway around the circle. I can see it this time. And then I'm going to have it, yeah, halfway around the circle. Then I'm going to do this circle, this side. Oh, not like that. What am I doing? This circle, this side. Like so. Take the circle off the corner of that side too. See if I can make sure they're level. About there. About there. Aye. I'm losing light because it's getting darker and darker. So I apologise for the lack of light now. Hopefully you can see better than I can. Is that about right? That's about right. Not perfect, but it will do. I just wanted to make them look a little bit fancier. I don't think that circle in the middle was in the right place. That's probably not helping matters. Where did I just put my scissors? Literally just had them. Okay, here they are. So I'm going to cut along the lines I've just drawn, holding these tightly together so they're the same, hopefully. I'll do it a bit better this time. I've turned the room light on, so you might get shadows, but at least I can see now. Again, so camera died again. So I thought I'll pop to the shop, leave it charging for half an hour. Came back, still not charged. Turns out the charging cable was no longer working, so I had to go and buy a new one. So this is a whole another day. I am back. I'm going to finish this off. Just going to finish it off. I'm going to ink around some edges just to define them a bit. So let's get some inking done. Oh, just think it. I'm going to actually do it. Let's put this down. I'm going to do it this way because it gives more of an edge. She says, not liking that. Let's just do it. Oh, only missed one. A little bit reddy brown, the brown I've used, but hey ho, is what it is. Do the creases as well. Why not? Plus it'll hide this dodgy crease here. Hopefully. What do I need to do? Don't do there. On the other side. So yeah, so I had to go and buy a new charger wire. Wasn't expensive, but it was just a pain in the backside. And by the time I got back from the shop yesterday, I really didn't fancy going back out again. So I went out today, but I waited till quite late because I don't like going out in the sun. And now it is the following evening. Is that all? Oh, I've got to do that one there. I think I've got it all now. It's not really showing up there. No, it's fine. There we go. I think I've done them all. Just go around them. And some of it is not really showing up because it's quite a dark print. No, I'm not going to see it on that one at all. There we go. That'll do. That'll do. And I'm going to go around the edges of the tags as well. This is another good investment of Temu. I'm not going to put the price up. I can't remember what it is. I'm not going to put the price up. But they're all over Temu. You can buy the tool with a couple of pads, and then you buy extra pads. Okay. I have also cut around the Rose Garden words, so I will ink them too. I'm just giving that a slightly aged look. Okay, let's do the Rose Garden. This one I might come in a bit further on it on purpose. Get the paper down here. But I might just do it. I'm going to go all over it. There we go. Like so. And then go around the edge as well. There we go. Right, so I'm going to put the word Rose Garden on this blank space here, but I also want to make a closure for this. These go into the pockets, like so. Oh, see if we can get them open. Come on, go on in. Oh, look, that's come unglued. Let me just pop a bit of glue back on there. That's why it's not going in, it was catching. Again. Come on. Thank you. Aye. They will go in. It's just being temperamental. So they go in like that. But I want to obviously add some dangly bits at the top. Oh, yeah. Let's do that first. Let's put them all roughly in the same. Line them up. Get my hole punch. If I had one of these posh hole punches that does one hole at a time, it'd be so much easier to centre this, but yeah, guess not. Oh, that's not too bad. That is not too bad at all. That's roughly centre. Hey, woohoo! Well, go me. I'm just going to use some ribbons, which I had and now I can't find. Put that on. Put the lid back on the ink before it dries out. So I've got some red. I've got some yellow. I did have some white. Don't know what that is. So I can either use the ribbons or I could use the string. I think I might use the string actually. Might use the string. I'm going to use the yellow and purple strings. Just cut some lengths, like so. I'm going to pop it through from the back. Hopefully it will go through. Yeah, both of them gone through. And then we'll pull that through. Like that. There. And we'll do the other two. Same method. Like so. So just getting the loop, popping the strings through and pulling it like that. And one more. Get off my scissors. Stuck to my finger then. I don't mind these being different lengths. But we'll see if they need trimming up. Oh, once they're in the book. There we go. So they'll be in the pockets. And now I want to make a like closure. So what I'm going to do, yeah, that should be long enough. I've got length for the yellow ribbon. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it here, and then I'll stick the Rose Garden label on top, but then it will be able to wrap around and tie. So here we go. Don't need the red ribbon. And just do a stripe of glue, hopefully. There we go. I'll stick the ribbon onto that, like so. Should I move it down? I might move that down actually. Let's move that down. Just because I want it to be quite central. But that glue there will hold down the word Rose Garden. There we go. It obviously needs to dry. So, but basically what will happen is put the tags in. Put the tags in first. While that's drying, let's get these tags in. If I'd cut just the the semicircle out of the front and left the back complete, these tags would go in a lot easier. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm making it up as I go along, remember? Going in. Going in. Thank you. Go on in. I've made that way too wide. That's why it's not. That's why I'm having trouble getting it in. That notch is way too wide. Because it's almost as wide as the tag. There we go. That's in. There we go. There we go. They're all in now. So you've got your tags in. You fold this up. Fold that back. Fold that up. And then this goes around like so. Actually, if I do it this way. Do it that way? Yeah. I might put a bit of glue there or something. Around like that. Like that. And then we can just tuck it in like that. And it will stay closed. I don't need that long. So I'm going to put a bit of glue there to stop this from... Actually, let's see if it works this way round. Go round twice and tuck it in. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Just because it was pulling on that. There we go. There we go. So a little booklet, like so. And you open it out. And you've got your 3 little tags there. And that can go into a pocket in a journal or wherever you want it. That way round. There we go. Took me a while, we got there in the end. Hope you enjoyed it. Just a little bit of playing about, making it up as going on. Bye bye for now. See you soon.